Yeah, and those everybody else does that.
But I think that was a good question. But my whole question is, why did you open the bank? Why did you open the bank account? So you have money. So why not just keep it in your mattress? I can hold the money for you. I'd be happy. So, well, why why not let your friend hold it? You
can't trust everybody.
So why have this right now?
Because see, give both of you guys do the survey, listen to lecture, and then get your opinion. They're giving a little lecture here.
Wrong with it. I guess it's just more of a convenience that your money is everywhere in one and different places where you actually need it. That's what I think it is.
Okay. So you have it in one place. What else?
So look, I feel that I trust somebody who I can sue my money in my mattress. You know what I'm saying? People go to your mattress, take your money anytime you want. You don't know who did it. With the bank, you can sue. You know what I'm saying? You understand?
Oh, so it's more secure.
Yeah, literally more secure than I don't trust nobody with money but me. You feel me? But I feel a little
trust
safe.
me with your money?
No, I don't trust you with your money. Nah. I don't trust nobody with my cash but me. But I feel a little, like you said, secure than under the mattress.
Okay.
Do you mind explaining to them how and why they charge for fees? Because I think a lot of people get mad every time they get charged for fees.
Well, okay, and it depends. So does anybody get charged anything for their account? What is your fee?
Like the CCF bank, before I made my student account, the student account was only $25. But I had opened an additional account on there. It was like $250 just to keep my money stable.
Right.
At TCF Bank.
So that was a good question. So let's think about it.
Fill that out.
Are banks
and help
in
yourself to some
business
pizza.
to make money? What
Just
are you
consider
saying?
what is it?
Yeah,
It's
they're
just
in
a
business to
survey,
make
basically
money.
how you
So
feel
how
about
does
that
the
kind of
bank
stuff.
make money?
And there's a
This
little
is
box right
they
here, and you
have,
can help
but
yourself
they
to some
cut.
pizza if you guys participate.
Wait, hold on. What did you say? Fees, good. So they charge those fees, and then how else? They charge it, so they lend money, and they charge
I want to see what
interest,
it was about.
and then fees.
What is it?
So that's
Because
one of the
they're
ways
giving
that
us
they make money.
She said.
You said you get cash back? How much cash?
They're giving a
Oh,
class
when,
here.
like, when you go to the
If you guys
store,
want to participate,
you buy it, and you
what?
get cash
A
back and
class
stuff, so you
about
don't
banking
pay those
fundamentals.
fees
Feel free to
and
join
stuff.
us, but
But I think I like what you were saying before
banking.
about, and somebody else said about the mattress,
They're giving
about if the
banking
bank
fundamentals
gives
class.
you a place where you have your money, right? So it's providing you a service. Do you think that's a service? You're getting something in return?
No, but they give you 1% interest. They ain't really no money.
Well, hold on. But think about it. Besides the interest, when you open up your bank account, what did you get?
You got a bank account.
You got the bank account. So you got a bank account number, so you have a place to put your money.
Right.
But what else do they give you? Let's break it down to the let's hear.
Okay, just took a bank account.
How much it take? But let's break it down to let's go down here, not up here. Let's break down here. What do you get? So when you go into the bank, right? What are they giving you, right? In return for your business, what?
Easy access to money.
Easy access to money, very good. And what else? How do you access that?
A card. Yeah, debit card.
Who said? The card, right? You get a debit card, right? Is that something you get in return for that? What can you do with that debit card?
Pay for stuff.
Online. It's online shopping.
Online, but pay for stuff, just online, or where else?
But you can use cash for everything else.
Everywhere.
But I mean, just think about the card. Hey, Jacquez. Think about the card. What can you do with that card? You can buy stuff with it online. You lose it, you cancel it.
You can do like reservations and stuff for places and stuff like that. Cause like for hotels, you automatically have to have a card in order to like do a reservation. So it can help you. It's very beneficial.
Yeah, so that card helps, right?
Right.
So the thing of it is, you're getting some. So you remember, you give something, you get something, right? So the bank is providing that card, so you can do more with it than you could with just cash. Do we agree with that? Does that make sense? And I like that when you got a safe place to put your money. On top of that, so I'm gonna throw one in there. On top of that, the bank, the money that's in the bank is insured.
Yeah.
So your money's insured, right? So if something happens to the bank, your money's there, right? So you won't
Right.
lose your money. Now, is your money in your mattress insured?
No, because if you lose that, somebody
You
can
give me the money, is it insured?
no.
Well, you know, I'll be safe with it.
Tell me I'll be safe. You just the person. If it gets taken from you, we still don't have it.
But that's true. That's true. So you get safe and secure place, it's insured, you get the debit card. What else do you get? What else do you have? Let me do something. What else?
Technology.
The what?
The technology.
Technology, but what kind of technology? Computers, good. But what about the computers in the bank?
An accountant?
What?
An accountant?
Not directly, but yeah.
Yes, sir.
So think about it. So when you have your bank account, how do you check how much money's in there?
Online.
The app. You didn't get this?
He said computers on the computer. You talking about, I was big online shopping, I just didn't want to say it.
I got you. So, well, the computer.
Yeah, online shopping is a computer.
All right, I got you. So that was so you have the app, right? So they give you the app.
Right.
The bank has to make that app, right? So they give you access to that app, and you can even pay bills with it. You can use a card to pay bills with it. You have access to your money. What's another thing? If you're working, what does the bank do for you?
They give you the deposit.
Did everybody hear that?
No, I ain't hear it.
It's a red positive.
So you get direct deposit. So your money. So when you get, instead of you getting that check, right, it goes straight into your account. So you have it right away. So those are all things that you get. So you may have to pay for it. So sometimes there might be a fee for an account. So I think that was the question. So there may be a fee. They may charge you a fee, or they may not charge you a fee. But at the same time, you're getting something back. Does that make sense? So sometimes, and it depends on the bank, because some banks may charge for those services because they're actually providing you with a service. That was a good question. What else? What was the other?
What are the difference between certain types of accounts and how do interest?
Now, did everybody hear that?
No.
You guys know the difference between different types of accounts and banks?
We know the difference.
Like check-ins versus savings or other bank accounts.
A checking account would just be like you could take out as much money as you want at a time, and then if it's like a savings account, there has to be like a minimum amount in there to make you save money. That's kind of what I know.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Everybody hear that? So can you repeat it for those in the back?
I think a savings account you need like a minimum amount of money in there so that it helps you save money. But a checking account you can take as much money as you want out at a time.
Right. And then the other thing is, think about it, the checking account is more of your everyday account. That's where your debit card's connected to that checking account. So you got your debit card, you pay your bills, usually you have your direct deposit going into your checking account. So it's something that you use every day. And the savings is something that you use, you're putting something aside. You're not using that every day, and it's not connected to that debit card. So that was good. That was really good. Interest rates. So interest is what they call the cost of money. So if someone lends you money, so like if I was gonna borrow some money from you, like $100, right? You may charge me interest. That's the cost of me using that $100. So I got to pay you back. What do I have to pay you back?
Double.
Not double, but like more than
I don't want to borrow money from you.
I thought it was 10%.
Somebody tell me, no, I'm like, no.
Like maybe more, I mean, it's gonna be more than what you have borrowed.
Like a percentage.
Right, that interest.
Like 30%, huh?
Well, 30, hey, I'm not gonna borrow from you.
Like fast, I was fast.
Probably like 2%.
Like what?
Like 2%.
Like 2%, but that's the cost of me using that money. So I gotta give you that money back, then I have to pay you something for using it. That's the interest. So the bank, so like we were talking about well, she's not here. We were talking about the savings account. You have that savings account. The bank pays you interest because they're using your money. What do you think they're using your money for? Yeah, to lend it out to other people.
They don't pay you back. I got another question. I got another question. They don't do it without permission either. They just take your money out and give it to other people. Why don't ask
They
permission?
don't give it. They're not giving. That's a good. I wish they would give it to you.
Right. But
Giving
they
is
don't-
different than lending.
Yeah, lending. But they
Yeah.
don't ask. You can't take nothing without asking, right? They just
What do you mean?
Like when you say you got a lot of money in your account, right? And that person don't got nothing. They take your money out your account without asking you and lend it to somebody else.
So what?
That's rude.
Well, they're holding it. So you remember, you're signing everything to the bank.
Oh, okay, I know.
So they're holding your money, right?
Yeah.
And it's like they're holding everybody's money.
Right.
They can't lend out all of it.
Right.
They have to keep a certain amount of the money there when people want to take out their money, right?
So this would be within like the fine print of the
Right.
bank.
Yeah, because you're opening that account with that bank. So when you look at, when you open your account, you'll probably see like there's a booklet. They have a booklet, those are rules and regulations. Then there's other paperwork and things, and then you sign that signature card. So all of that is in there.
Does it cost more to keep your money in your mattress, so to say, or does it cost more to keep it like in the bank? Which one would be more costly?
So yeah, that's hard. That's a tough question. Because you have to think about it.
The fees,
You have what? What is it?
the fees that they charge if you don't have a certain amount. So that is taking money out of your bank account. So that is costing you more than it will cost you for it being under your mattress. Only thing is the safety that you have with the bank.
True. Well, but that's a lot. So, but think about it. So let's just assume that there are no, let's say you have enough money, because that was a good point. Let's say you have enough money to avoid the fees, but you want to keep it in your mattress, right? Is it costing you anything?
When you change your check at a currency exchange, don't they take off money for changing it? So don't you lose part of your check for exchanging money?
Yeah, so you would be cashing that check at the currency exchange. The other thing, you would miss out, so it could cost you because you miss out. One, if you had enough money, you could put that money in a savings account, right? Then the bank would pay you some interest, so you could miss out on interest. The other thing is you could you have that risk. It's not safe. So you have that money there. That's that one is a tough question, because you could say, well, you know what, I want to keep my money in my house. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard.
Do you mind explaining what a credit union is?
So a credit union has everybody heard of a credit union before? No? But everybody knows what a bank is, right? So credit union it's like a bank. It's a financial institution, does the same thing. The only difference is that you become a member of a credit union. So let's say, for example, you might have it like where I live in Uptown, right? So we have what's called the Uptown Credit Union. So in order to open an account with that credit union, you have to live in Uptown. And what happens, you become a member. So you open an account, and they may charge you, like everybody was talking about, a fee, but it's a membership fee. So you're paying a fee to help run that whole credit union. So you become a member, you're kind of like an owner of it. You can vote, so you have a lot more say into what goes on with the credit union. If you want to borrow money, all the money that's in there is all from members. So from other people. So like I live in Uptown, the Uptown Credit Union, everybody who has an account there, they all have to live in Uptown. So if you want to borrow money, it's a little bit easier than going to a bank because it's members lending to members. Was that a good?
Yes, okay. Do you guys have any questions you guys would like to ask?
Do you think it's a good idea to open a credit card and start it when you're in college?
Well, you said no. You said no. You know, that's the straight answer. I would say is yes, it's good, but you have to know yourself. So you gotta. There's pluses and minuses, and the reason I say that, and you may be like, why does it say yes? Why does it say no? Because there's pluses and minuses to everything, right? So one, if you don't have credit, you want to have some type of credit. So the credit, bless you. The credit card will help you to establish credit. So then, you know, let's say you want to rent an apartment, because like if depending on where you're looking to live, for an apartment, they may check your credit, right? You want to buy something, they're going to check your credit. You know, if you certain jobs, they're going to check your credit, right? So sometimes not having any credit is the same as having bad credit. Have you heard that before? Has anybody heard that before? Yeah, because they can't look anything up. So the answer, I would say, it's good to establish it, but then at the same time, you should know yourself. So if you get that credit card, that you're gonna go, you know what I mean, and just spend, you know, you gotta kind of think of things like, and I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying why I was like,
talking about.
Yeah, it's situational. But in general, I would say it's good it's better to have some type of credit than no credit, if that's the case.
So
Good
what
question.
about if like somebody has a credit card and like they miss a few payments or like one or two, would that affect them overall?
Yeah, if you're late, you mean like you're late on a payment. Yeah, it'll lower your credit score. And that'll go on your record.
And how will you be able to fix that?
Time, making your payments on time, and then time passing, it'll go off your record.
Any more questions, guys?
You guys have any more final questions for our guests?
I feel it's a good way to start your credit and stuff like that.
You said what?
What is a good way to start, like, your credit?
Building your
and
credit.
Yeah, basically to establish your credit.
Well, he was mentioning this credit card. That's one way. I would say that's the biggest way. I don't know if you have any bills or anything like that, utility bills and stuff like that. But I would say the main way is having a credit card.
Yeah, I agree.
One thing is too, instead of like a major credit, like a bank credit card, sometimes it's store credit cards. They're a little easier to get, and then some of the cards you can only use them at certain stores, so that can help too. Just to establish something, you know, so you have something on your credit. But the key thing is to having something, and then to make the payments and everything on time. You know, that's good. What was another one? There was something else here. You talked about the mattress, and the fine print. So yeah, and why this question here is a criminal record. Why was that, Cindy? There was a criminal record. Why does a criminal record matter? Does that matter? Why was it? What was that question? As far as the bank?
Yeah, like would a criminal record affect like your credit to say if you get loans or anything like that?
It was because I was looking at that. Did everybody hear that? About the criminal record?
And if you guys have criminal records, you should hear that.
So no, I don't. It's not gonna. That won't impact you. Because I was thinking about this question. That won't impact you getting loans and things like that. But working in a bank, right? So working in a financial institution, that will definitely impact because they're going to do a
A background check and stuff.
yeah, a very heavy, background check, especially working inside a bank and things like that. So that would impact you there. So that was an interesting question. Any other questions? I have one more. So another one was asking, how does a bank protect against scammers? How do they protect against scammers? What are scammers? That's what I was kind of wondering about this question. What are scammers?
Con artists.
Like con artists, right?
Yeah.
So people trying to cheat you out of your money and stuff like that. So how does
false advertising too? That's what scammers are. They false advertise things and they say that they're gonna give you something that
Yeah, but how does the bank protect you against things like that?
Okay, well, we're gonna have to start on the Jeopardy game.
Oh, you start on the Jeopardy? Okay, all right. Well, hey, it was nice seeing everybody. Hope this helped.
Thank you.
you have a nice